It just dawned on me that it's to our advantage that we don't have the start video thing this time because I wouldn't be able to reach it. I wouldn't be able to pull it in. So, Carrie and I are live in Boston. I don't know if you know it, but this one's birthday in a couple of days. She's going to turn 34. So, we're here for that. We're here for a little snack. And then she has a doctor's appointment. So, I'll probably take photos during the doctor's appointment. But here we are, Play for Time. Welcome. So I see my mom is here. I see my dad is here. Um, Now we turned our show, the backpack show, where we Hey, look at that! I love my young hot wife. Is that like I love my dead gay son from Heather's? um, we um, we turned to the backpack show, which was a live show where we would just show up and do interviews, much much like this, but with a guest. And oh, there's Chloe. And Rodney's here. Hey, Rodney. Chloe sent you a cake. Thank you, Chloe. And Rodney Nissen's here from Atlanta. He says hi. He says he was doing this at Team 24 live and basically just making all kinds of like problem solving. Like things just kept breaking. Hey, Joanne. So we are in the lobby of the Hotel Colonnade where I stayed the last couple of days. Hope the audio is okay. We're at the Hotel Colonnade where I stayed the last couple of days. I had work down the street here. Silversmith is right down the street where one of our investors. And we had a big announcement. But what I was going to say was that we were doing the Backpack Show, which is a live interview show. And then we switched to a clip-based show, which is cool, except that you have to produce clips all the time. Except for that part. The bad part of it is that we have a scenario where if you don't have material, then you're kind of screwed. Whereas on the Backpack Show, we could just show up and be like, so when did you start writing books, Mr. Shakespeare? And then this show, it's different to do it producing all the time because it's a lot more interesting when it's done. Like, what is that quote? Like, I don't like to write, but I have loved having written. It is very much like that for editing and stuff. And we are very lucky. Dan really helps a lot with editing Carrie's clips. Carrie can film like a son of a gun. A little slower on the editing. I won't give away your secret. A little slower on the editing. Yeah. So it's a little harder to get that all out there. And so we kind of have to, do what we can. And a lot of times Dan helps us and gets us sort of a last minute pick. That's true too. Yeah, we're also. I'll just keep translating for my whispering colleague here. We are also filming adventures, but you can't have as many adventures if like you have a job and you're working. So you have to kind of sneak them in where you can. We're gonna film some stuff today that we'll use on other shows. Dan actually had a really good show idea, a clip idea, so we're gonna do that. But I don't know. Like, do you have a preference? Would you have gone back and done it a different way if you had it to do over again, or no? No, because yeah, because when we make a clip, you know what you're gonna get. You can edit it. You can put a little more thought into it. Yeah, we've had guests not show up many times and had to just wing a show or talk out of a tin can. Oh, that one, the young lady who she was like she went from being a fan of Star Trek to writing Star Trek episodes, but we couldn't hear her. Speaking of hearing, do you guys hear us okay? Again, we're in a lobby. Well, not El Mimo, but like we're in a lobby. And here, what are the working? There's all kinds of. Oh, we hear you well. No, but I mean, they have like those vests. I should get myself a yellow vest. Do you think? No. Um, I like the show more. I like the show more with clips. I like the fact that we can kind of try to put some stuff together. It is a lot of fun. Yeah, you watch the clips as if you're a viewer of the clips. Yeah, I like that. That's great. Hugs to Carrie. Yeah, she's 30 something days without a voice, and this is a person whose voice is their job. Thank goodness you started developing other talent besides. Otherwise, that would have been crazy. You stop it. I meant other people to take the videos instead of you. not only can't Carrie speak, but when she laughs, it's like a mime. So come over here. Joanne says the sound's fine. There's just a little echo or fuzziness in the sound. Well, that's probably me. Me. I'm very fuzzy. So, so I've enjoyed the change in the show. Some of the upcoming episodes, like I said, we're gonna have we'll do some stuff from this Boston trip. We'll go out and film. So Carrie has her camera. I've got a camera. I've also got. I feel like I'm a technological squirrel. My pocket is full of like an Insta360 Go 3S, a DJI mic 2. And I said to Carrie, I said, "Hey, I've got two mics, so I can give you a mic and give me a mic." And then I realized that hers would be picking up whispers. You could do ASMR, I guess. Oh, Dan says, I don't know how to do that. Hang on. Yeah. Copy this. Open up Discord. The camera light is still on. All right. There we go. I think I sent it to Dan. Dan, check your Discord. Yes, very kind. Dan sent me I sent Dan the Discord, like, so you could jump on. Yes. Cider Hill Farm. Yeah. Hey, look, it's DB. DB has come and discovered my other channel, and DB was saying that they use me as a weirdo. Oh, wait, I've got a guest. There's Dan. Add two screens.
Hello.
Hi, Dan. How are you?
Doing well.
Yeah, look at you all set up and ready to go. You've been hosting your own show for your company. Talk a little bit about that show that you've put together.
Sure. Yes, this is exactly why I came, to promote my own show. No, I work with a company called Go Skills, which is based in excuse me, it's based in New Zealand, but we have people all over the world. And we provide online courses for individuals and for businesses. We have a whole range of different courses, Microsoft Excel and project management, all kinds of different things. But that puts us squarely in the learning and development space, L&D. So the team asked, since I have some podcasting experience, if I wouldn't mind hosting a show. And so we do the L&D Explorers podcast, which we just started our second season of 6 episodes, where I get to interview these amazing people that our team has found in the industry, whether they are instructional designers or people have been using AI to kind of push the envelope for learning and creating stuff. So it's been really kind of fascinating having these conversations, and I owe a lot to the team, to our team, for helping me kind of understand who's out there and some of those trends, because I've been an instructional designer for a bit now, and if you're not keeping up on, like any job, if you're not keeping up on the latest trends, you're going to be falling behind. So it's been fun. I'm not as natural as Carrie is in terms of asking questions and keeping up the conversations, but I try my best. And so.
Well, Dan, when you've been filling in, like, for instance, there's a lot of Montreal footage where you got to fill in, and also you and I did our funny York, Maine clip and all that.
Yes.
First question from Carrie is editing the stuff you do for Go Skills as fun as editing for Play for Time, or what are the differences?
Well, I mean, a lot of the stuff I do for Go Skills is like, I do a lot of like review of instructional work that instructors have brought in. So they'll give me 5-minute courses on how to use a specific feature of this app, or 3 minutes on how to do this particular thing. And it's all very fascinating, although as an editor, a lot of it just kind of goes in one ear and out the other, because I'm looking for quality, and I'm looking for technical things. And so, and I consume so much of it, it's hard for me to kind of say like, yes, I'm a project management expert by the end of the day. I'm really not. I'm just trying to make sure everything's readable, everything is spelled right, all that stuff. But the clips that we do where we're exploring, they're great fun, and haven't done really like segments like this. This is the kind of public interest kind of type of stuff you'd see on Chronicle or something back in the day. Let's go out to Western Massachusetts where it's 2 degrees and there are 5 people for this parade, or something like that.
I feel absolutely like Chronicle when we go out and do this. Dan, when Carrie puts together her clips, like I know what I'm looking for when I do mine, but you have kind of a mindset, almost like a shot list, let's say, of when you're putting one of these segments together. What kind of things do you want? What makes it easier for you to edit what she brings you back? Like what kind of things do you need to have in the pile?
Usually it's trying to find a story, trying to find a thread that you can guide the viewer along. And sometimes it's quite linear, like the beginning of a parade, the end of a parade. We do it like that. But other times, like we went to Montreal and we had multiple segments where we just sort of explored. We explored street art, or we explored the Christmas festival, and we took lots of shots, lots of recordings, lots of B-roll, as we call it, just like things that we knew we didn't need the sound or anything, but just the visual of it kind of added to the flavor of the experience for us. And so, as people who are trying to share experiences, we're trying not to ignore the experience while we're there in the moment. So, like with the holiday segment, we had a lot of fun trying some of the snacks there. Like I had the waffle, which was amazing, and Carrie and April were trying some of the food too. But we just want to kind of share the experience, and so it's when I'm there, I know how it is. I know kind of the story that I want to tell. But like the street art one, I didn't get to go to that. Carrie just brought back all the clips, and as soon as I started watching it, I kind of got an idea like, yeah, this is going to be really cool if we just sort of just kind of sit back and view the art almost as if we're standing, on the street corner looking across and seeing the great work that the people in Montreal have done. So that also kind of informs the music choices as well. Like
Yeah.
the holiday one was, hey, let's dance and let's have a lot of fun and celebrate. While as the street art one, I wanted it to be kind of chill because I wanted people to focus on the art rather than get up and dance or anything.
When you were there, you're there to kind of enjoy yourself and have your holiday and all that. But then here we are, like shooting stuff for segments and all that. Does that make it a burden, or does that change how you experience the moment, or like what's the difference there?
It's only, I told Carrie this last night. It's only a burden if you tell me at like 8 p.m. the night before I need something 10 a.m. the next morning. So it's just it gets a little tough. But no, going up to Montreal, Carrie had the camera, said, gonna be shooting some stuff. I said, that's great. And it was almost like after we shot the first thing and then got back to the Airbnb where we were staying, I immediately said, give me the camera. Let me start downloading things and looking at it, because it was almost kind of a way to sort of like decompress and kind of marinate on the experience, just sort of like reliving it, and while a lot of the thoughts were still fresh in my head, I could take another look at it, because I knew what I wanted to share for those different things. So, I mean, did it feel like a burden? Not so much, because I think naturally with a lot of times when you're going away and you're staying with family and friends, you don't want to book all the time that you have. You want to have that chill time and time to relax. And so it was good to just sort of sit with the laptop for like an hour or so and crank out a segment, and it was fun too. Like these are fun segments to work on. I'm so happy to have the opportunity to do it for you guys.
Well, I've definitely appreciate it, and you have your own fan club. People like Joanne, Katrina, all kinds of people really loved the comedy that you brought to it and sort of your point of view. So that made it a lot of fun. Was it fun to be sort of an on-screen snarky talent again?
You can't have too much of me. I am I'm the side character. I cannot be the star. That's why I'm a little uncomfortable hosting a podcast. I do my best, but I rely on my team, for asking the questions, figuring out what everything is. But for you guys, I like pitching in when I can, like now. There was one thing I actually wanted to mention, and I had thought about uh, maybe cutting something together, but I didn't have the time. Uh, and that's Johnny Cupcakes. I wanted to mention this, especially to the people who are in the Boston area. Uh, Johnny Cupcakes has been a institution in Boston for 18 years, and we've worn their stuff many times. This is one of the pieces here, a Red Sox Johnny Cupcake shirt. We wear their stuff all the time. So Johnny Earl is closing the Boston store, and it's closing this Sunday. It's on Newbury Street. It's been in Newbury Street for 18 years now. And so the store is going away, but Johnny Cupcakes is remaining. They'll be online, and they'll be they'll continue to sell stuff, maybe not at the pace that they usually did, but Johnny is kind of pivoting. He's posted about this. He's talked about this. In the last year, he lost his mom, and his store also got broken into by an employee. And it was like those two things he pointed out really made him kind of reconsider where things are going at this stage in his life and his career. And he still loves the Johnny Cupcakes brand and the business, but he said it's time for him to focus on some other things. He's got a couple of little kids, little cheeseburgers as he calls them. So it's wonderful that he can do this and is ready to make a change. It's sad for all of us fans who won't be able to go into the store and have a t-shirt delivered to them in a literal oven where it comes out and there's the t-shirt that you ordered. It's a fun experience, and the brand has always been one of me and Carrie, our favorites. Anyways, shout out to Johnny Cupcakes. If you're in the Boston area, be sure to check them out this weekend. They'll be open. But I don't know. I just wanted to mention that as a Bostonian and as a fan of Johnny
I
Cupcakes.
love it. You should run and grab that quilt, and we'll end the show on that. But grab that quilt; it's fine.
Let me go get that.
Go get it. As we get ready to wrap up the show, I just want to thank everyone for continuing to watch, for having their point of view, for our shenanigans, for the way that you show up for us, every Friday like this. We started this in the pandemic when we kind of needed this, right? But for the people that are sticking it out and hanging out, thanks. It matters a lot. So sometimes you show up and I don't even start the audio stream for a minute and a half or 2 minutes. Other times you show up and we're vertical view. And now we're going to end the show with Dan giving us a quilt, and then we'll get ourselves out of here real quick.
Now, is it possible for me to share, if I have a video clip on my computer, can I share it with you guys on the show?
That's a great question. I think if you could see the upload thing, you could do that, or you could do share screen.
Give me 1 second. Because last night I thought perhaps I'd have time to do something and make sure this is it. We can try. Nope, doesn't work. All right. Well, I have the quilt anyway.
Well,
I'll share that another time. So this is a quilt that my mother made of old Johnny Cupcakes t-shirts. And I'll just share it. This is it here. Some of the different designs. It's very fuzzy, very nice. But
you look very cozy in it.
Oh yeah,
very nice, soft and warm. Looks good.
It's really great.
All right.
Anyway, Shout out to Johnny Cupcakes.
Long
Shout out
live
to my
Johnny
mom.
Cupcakes. Shout out to your mom. Shout out to Dan. Happy birthday to Carrie. And we're going to end the show a little early because, things. Chloe says, that's so cool. Wow. Thank you, Chloe, who may or may not have sent the product in the mail. So beautiful cake. Great artwork on the T-shirts. Yeah, Johnny Cupcakes has made some really cool shirts over the years. Dan, thanks for jumping in. Thanks for co-hosting on a moment's notice. And,
Absolutely.
appreciate having you on. Everybody, thanks for watching. We don't have our openers or enders yet, but we will. And we'll hurry up, Dan. we'll do something soon. Anyway, thank you everyone for being here, and we'll catch up with all of you soon. Bye for now.